All right, what's up, guys? We are live. So we got a spontaneous special birthday podcast. I am finally turning 21. I'm going to be legal age to drink, so I can stop drinking my cavas and try beer for the first time in my life. Yeah. So this is kind of spontaneous. We figured, what better way to kick off my birthday than giving some value to my favorite audience and fans. If you guys are thinking, oh, what should I get Alex for his birthday? Should I get him, a Rolls Royce? Should I get him a new watch?
Tag him into the gangbang.
Yeah, should you? Yeah, if the girl's hot. The best gift you guys can get me, honestly, is just liking the video and sharing the channel with a few friends. Honestly, I have some big goals this year. I want to hit 500,000, and honestly, the best way to go is through word of mouth. So if you guys are enjoying this channel, if you feel like we give you good value, which obviously we do, then just share the channel with a few friends. Honestly, if you're part of any forums, make a post in that, and that really, if everyone does that, they can go a really long way. But in the meantime, just smash that like button. All right, anyway, so in this video, the theme is going to be biggest misconceptions that men have when it comes to women. But we're going to answer all your questions. In the last one, we didn't do as much Q&A as I would have liked to, so we're going to do a lot of Q&A and stuff like that. But let's start off with a little introduction. So let's go in order. We got Amanda, formerly known as Melissa, formerly known as AM. So let's start off with a little quick intro. What do you do? And yeah.
My name is Em, and I do OnlyFans.
Oh, you do? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Basically, I am Amanda's simp customer, so I've been simping for her for half a year, and that's how we met.
That's how we met, yeah.
No, Amanda's a champ. We spent like 3 months trying to make this podcast collab happen.
She was very persistent, sort of.
Yeah.
She didn't take no for an answer, which is what we like. What do you do on OnlyFans?
Yeah. Myself and like other people and stuff.
Oh, damn. Do you do like full penetration or?
Gotta keep it on OnlyFans. Like,
you gotta subscribe to our channel.
You gotta see what it's about.
Yeah, well, you gotta give the guys a preview of what they're seeing.
Right.
Okay, how long have you been doing the OnlyFans thing for?
This year. I mean, like last year actually. Cause yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How much, if you don't mind me asking, but I'm always curious about, is how much money are you making from that?
It varies, like depending on how much work you put in. So,
how much money do you have in your bank account right now?
Up to the last time.
But like ballpark, how much do you make a month?
Like 10 grand. It's up there.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And you said you're from Detroit originally?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You have almost like a southern accent.
Yeah. I don't know if it comes out. It might.
What's your background? Like, what's your
ethnicity? Like Italian, and my dad's somewhere from like Europe. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Looking at your like Instagram, I would guess you're Latina, but like hearing you talk, you sound very like southern or Midwestern.
Yeah, I mean I'm from the north, so I don't know.
They don't fuck around. You fuck with Melissa or Amanda. Sorry,
Amanda.
You fuck with Amanda.
He's bad with names.
She's gonna cut your tires and your truck.
Yeah, no.
Your truck is
key the car.
Yeah. Okay, and then what about you?
My name is Matilda, and I'm from Sweden.
I like that name, Matilda. Sounds like I don't know, like you're from a fairy tale or something.
Yeah.
Matilda.
Like the movie,
Yeah. Matilda is the CEO of IKEA. She actually invented it. And she's also the president of Sweden.
I'm actually a big customer of IKEA.
Are you? Okay. What do you do for work?
So I'm an international student, and I do OnlyFans.
Oh, you do too? Okay.
Yeah. Both are OnlyFans.
We got a lot of OnlyFans chicks here.
Coincidence or fate?
The money is too good in OnlyFans.
Is it coincidence or fate?
What?
Coincidence or fate? Both of them are OnlyFans. So.
What do you do? What do you do on OnlyFans? Is it like you have sex on IKEA couches or something? Or?
No, actually
sponsor
not.
IKEA.
Like I like to come up with different teams. So in the beginning, I started to do different like things. Like I love storytelling and stuff. Like and create like fantasies. So I was like basically just asking my followers like what they like tell me your imaginations and like stuff like that, and they will tell me. And also like I like to be creative, so I did like a unicorn story, and I dressed myself as a unicorn and
like a horn here, like
yeah.
Oh wow.
And I walk around in my house with this dress, and that was like hilarious.
Is
but-
it is
I've
it
always-
fully clothed? I mean, like, is it like topless or
Yeah,
Okay.
I had like a present
Okay.
thing on
Just
my
a sticker,
boobs, like
just a sticker.
this, and,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
And then I had like a little skirt, like, you know,
Oh.
and this little thing.
I've
Oh,
always
I-
wanted to watch a unicorn get banged.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fantasy. Side note. Okay. Do you do like full on penetration, or is it more like just topless?
No, I don't do full, like, I don't know how to say it.
Just
Full
sex or
nude,
whatever,
full
yeah.
penetration
I
sex,
do like photos and videos. I try to be,
decent.
yeah.
Cool. And then how much? If you don't mind me asking, how much do you make doing that?
So it like she said, it really depends on how much time you put on it. Like this month, I didn't have that much time, so I did. It's like up and down. But the first week it was. I didn't have a lot of followers. But
How many
I think I
followers do
made
you have
my
now?
What?
How many followers do you have now?
Now I lost like 45 followers
Oh no,
Damn, what did you
the
do?
last month.
45 guys, get back and subscribe to her.
It is. I haven't been so present, like on OnlyFans. I've been like, out, but and right now I'm not. I didn't even check how many fans I have right now. But I know it's low. Like I lost 45 last week, and I'm like, okay,
I'm sure
have to go
you'll
back
get
to
them.
business.
I'm sure you'll get them back after this podcast.
Yeah, you will. You definitely will.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I guess I was gonna share. Like, I found one of my buddies. He lives in Colombia. He's doing OnlyFans. He told me he was making 20,000 a month. He just started, and he just like videotapes the girls he hooks up with, but he doesn't have full on sex in there. It's just like the girls like walking around in sexy outfits and stuff like that. And he's making like 20,000 a month. So there's a lot of money in OnlyFans.
You can make a lot, even on your feet. Sometimes I use, touch my feet and massage it.
You do have nice feet.
And and then send it, and people like it. Every person is different.
Okay.
They can ask for different stuff, and if I am down for it, I will do it. But
So what do they do? Like, do they generally just pay you some money and then they send a request? Like, oh, okay,
it's
can
like-
you rub your feet for me?
no,
and send
they
a video?
They ask you if you can like send what they want,
Okay.
and then you have
Can we
to
get a
decide.
preview?
And
Can we see like a big toe or something?
my toe? You want to see my
No,
toe?
I'm just kidding.
To the camera.
We'll
It's
save.
actually very nice.
We'll save that for later.
I need pedicure today.
Oh, perfect. In preparation of this
I'll
podcast.
show them on OnlyFans
I'll
later.
try to suppress my erection. That's why I have my phone on my boner. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't, like if I was a girl, I probably would do OnlyFans too because there's so much money you can make in it. Like as a girl, you can like go and get a job and you have to go to the office and maybe you make like 40,000 a year or 50,000 a year starting out. Or you can go on OnlyFans and make 40, 50,000 a month from your house. Yeah, and just like
You can do both.
I guess, but I feel like
If you have a corporate job, like you kind of have to like hide the whole OnlyFans stuff, right? It's gonna have to.
everyone's doing it.
Yeah. You can also like not everyone have a profile, I don't know how that works, but I know it's possible. My friend, he was like, oh, I want to do OnlyFans, and he put his like my panties, and then he started shaking, in it, and he's like, I like this panties more than boxers, and I said, okay.
Was it a
I
gay
mean,
friend or a guy friend?
Clearly gay
it's
friend.
It's a guy?
friend. Yes.
Oh,
It's a
girl?
guy.
It's a guy or a girl?
It's a guy who put on your panties, and then
He
That was
saw my
on your
panties and started
OnlyFans.
shaking his-
was it on your OnlyFans or his OnlyFans?
No, it was
For the record, that friend
your
was me.
home, and I was thinking, should I send it? No, I don't know if people want to see. It's fun though.
Very
Do
interesting.
people want to see that?
I don't know.
I feel
What do
like
you think?
there's nothing that would make me softer than watching a dude shake his dick around the panties. Like I think that my dick would get soft for like a solid 2 weeks after that. Yeah, I mean, what a world. I'm just wondering who are all these guys that are like signing up for OnlyFans? Like, because if you think about it, like any attractive girl who's on OnlyFans is making like 10, 20. Like she's got a bunch of like, maybe not a bunch, but she's got at least like 50 or whatever, 100 paying members. But then like, who are these guys that are like, I don't know. Like, I think there's probably some guys who are signed up to like 20 girls OnlyFans, and they're just like supporting. It's just like an interesting circle of how the money goes. Like dude has a corporate job, takes his money, gets on OnlyFans, sends it to a girl like spends it on like fucking shit, and it's just like the weird economy that like flows. But hey, if you can do it, you can do it. I would definitely, if I could, probably do something similar if I was, college aged.
I think it should.
Yeah, you think people want to watch me like jerk off or something on OnlyFans?
Why not?
Well, actually, I think probably like 1% of our YouTube channel probably would be down with that. There's probably like a lot of secret, not a lot, but there's some secret.
Press 1 in the chat if you really want Alex to make an OnlyFans.
It's just gonna be videos of me jerking off to dramatic music. It's like the Titanic.
Game of Thrones.
In my dreams, I see you. Yeah, and then Nintendo will come up behind me and just like
I'll play the piano. I'll play the violin.
That's some sexy shit right there. Yeah,
we already have a dream team here.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. We need your support, Matilda. Though.
What did it say?
We need your support.
Yeah, you have to promote our channel.
You can be like,
of course.
OnlyFans.
You can be like our Swedish fairy.
Yeah.
You can send us your panties, and I mean, we might show on the YouTube.
Yeah, those are fine panties. Do you do like collabs? This is a question for both of you. Do you like collab with other OnlyFans people?
I tried.
Like girls and
I mean,
guys.
I didn't. I want to do it, and I think that I had an opportunity, and I think I'm gonna start investing more in it. Like now, this year, that was kind of my goal. Because it's so much easier, Like it doesn't take that much time, and I mean it's fun. Like it's like a lifestyle, OnlyFans. So why not?
What about you, Amanda?
Yeah, I have collabed with one other person actually. You can actually find it at Sandy Cheeks 305.
Oh, Sandy Cheeks.
Yep.
Wait, Sandy Cheeks is the girl Myron almost got pregnant.
My OnlyFans.
Is it?
Yeah, Sandy Cheeks.
What? Sandy Cheeks 305. That's me.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
No, he didn't get her pregnant.
What? I don't
At least
know
I hope not.
what y'all talking about.
All right.
She's carrying Myron's baby.
But yeah, so I have collabed. Yeah.
Do you like guys or girls?
Just with a guy, but I would like to get a girl involved. Like I would like that. So any girls out there, like hit me up.
You got one sitting right next to you.
Right next to you.
Fucking Swedish beauty.
That's
The unicorns.
Straight out of IKEA.
What's
We
up?
can do a collab.
That's it.
There you go.
We're gonna work that out then.
Look at that. We're already setting up businesses here.
When you do the collab with a dude, like how does it work? You guys like bang each other and then it just goes on his OnlyFans and your OnlyFans?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, basically.
I always felt that like having an OnlyFans as a guy and having someone to following is like the easiest way to get laid because like you can just reach out to like hot girls on OnlyFans. You can be like, hey, I have a following. We should do a collab. And collab involves like banging each other.
But then don't you think like didn't Sterling say that guys usually only get like gays?
Yeah, but for me, it wouldn't be about money. It would be about banging hot OnlyFans.
Yeah,
chicks.
I mean, I would only try to do that too, but that's what your followers will be like.
I mean, sure, to some small extent, but there's a lot of like rappers. What's his name? What's that? Kyga or something like that?
Oh, really? That guy?
Yeah. Well, I might be butchering the name, but there's like he makes like
Kyga.
millions of dollars on OnlyFans, and he just bangs hot chicks.
Oh shit, that'd be nice.
He doesn't do anything.
Wow, I didn't know.
I guess we have to become rappers.
How did you like this person you collabed with? Did he reach out to you, or you reach out to him?
Like just kind of when you meet somebody, like shit just happens. Like,
Well, did you meet him in real life, or you met him online?
yeah, real life.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you met him at like a bar or something?
Yeah, in public, type
And
stuff.
then he told like he does OnlyFans, and then you're like, oh yeah, let's do it together.
Mhm.
Okay. Who proposed the idea?
I think he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, did you guys bang first and then you did a collab, or was your first sexual encounter?
Did you do a
during the
test run?
collab?
Did you do a test run? Like,
Yeah, it was the first.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was the first. So your first bang was on OnlyFans, or you said you did a bang before that?
This is very
Wait.
important information. Yeah.
Oh, you asked me if I did a collab. I only did one collab ever one time.
No. I mean, like, did you have sex before doing the collab, or your first time having sex was during the collab?
Oh,
with the collab person?
I had been lost my virginity, if that's what you're asking.
No,
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 no. No, with this person, right? So this person, like, let's say you said
Oh.
you met this guy. Was it like your first time hooking up was on OnlyFans, or you guys hooked up a few times and then you did?
Oh, it was our first time.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. I really want to try this like angle of just like just. I mean, if you think about it, like we have like what, like we're coming up on 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I'm sure. What if I tell the guys, hey guys, I will give you free fucking access to my OnlyFans. I don't even want your money. Just subscribe, and then I'll get like 5,000-10,000
Yeah.
followers, and I can proposition girls, and I can be like,
Yeah, I have a
hey,
lot of followers.
a
Yeah.
big following on OnlyFans. We should
We can,
bang.
yeah, we can just plug it into our channel. We cannot, right? Because if you put
You
OnlyFans,
can, not directly, but
Okay.
indirectly we can.
yeah,
Yeah, this is actually a pretty good idea.
Yes,
I might
fucking
do that.
I'll start an OnlyFans too. Only brown
Whoa,
fans.
whoa. This is
Only
one-
brown people. Or Indian PE fans.
Yeah.
That'll be mine.
That's actually interesting. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. Do you think that little shtick would work? What do you think? Like if let's say I messaged you and I was like, hey, I have 10,000 fans on OnlyFans or whatever. Do you want to do a collab with me? Which involves banging, obviously. Would you go for that?
I don't know.
Oh, I see how it is.
Like I'm a little bit crazy, but I'm also traditional, you know. Like I think about like future a little bit, you know.
But 10,000 fans.
10,000 fans
10,000 fans.
to do the sex video.
Yeah.
I mean, is it gonna be like public on my
Well, I guess.
It depends on if I request the money or.
Well, I guess you and I would have to decide that, but I'm assuming this is all hypothetical, obviously, but you could, you don't have to release the video. You could just like sell it to because you know how OnlyFans, you can just sell stuff to your followers, like you message them.
Yeah.
So you could keep it like kind of low key like that.
I think I could do that.
Okay.
I mean, it depends on the person.
You guys,
what
me and
kind of
Matilda just had a
videos?
verbal contract that she's going to bang me on camera. You can't go back on that. Verbal agreement. Everyone heard you. As a verbal contract. Serious. I will have my Jewish lawyers contact your Jewish lawyers and take this all the way to the wall.
We can discuss it, okay? So,
We had a verbal agreement.
Verbal agreement.
Not go back on it. It's my motherfucking birthday. No, I'm just fucking.
Goes
with
on the channel. Yeah.
you. Yeah. Okay, let's get into the theme of the video. Actually, let me ask this: how long have you girls been living in Miami for?
Amanda.
Since February.
So it's almost 1 year.
Yeah, almost on my 1 year.
Okay.
Then
So when did you start the OnlyFans? Once you moved here or before?
In June.
Okay. So once you realize, okay, there's a big market here.
She was a nice
Yeah.
Detroit girl working in car sales and car parts, and then she moved to Miami,
Yeah.
and then she
Really? Okay. So
Yeah,
that's
not gonna
really the
lie.
story.
Like, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Because it's more like, I don't know how to say it, like conservative up there, and then up here, like it opened my eyes and doors, and I actually love Miami.
Yeah, it's a good place for women. What made you move down here?
I graduated college,
Mm,
and just being in Michigan my whole life, I wanted somewhere different to move.
mm. What do you think of the difference between the dating scene in Miami and Michigan?
Well, like people just, are more like younger down here and just like more attractive than up there. So I mean, there's just like that kind of.
There's a lot
Like-
of sugar daddies here too. We see like old dudes walking with like hot young things.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen that up there though before too. So it's like, yeah.
But in Michigan's probably like her grandfather, and here it's like actually her daddy.
Who knows?
Yeah. What about you, Matilda?
I moved here 3 years ago,
Mm.
and I mean, I love Miami.
Did you move from Sweden or?
Yeah, I moved from Sweden, and
It's got to be a big culture change, though, right?
yeah, it was definitely a culture crash. But it's
Matilda, do you mind moving the microphone a little closer to you?
of course
Thank you.
like this.
Yeah, perfect.
Should be good.
Yeah. Just pretend the microphone is my penis. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it was very different to come here, because it's just like a multicultural place where like people from not just United States,
Look
from all over the place, and I mean, first I was like very confused, but then I understood that you need to be able to understand like and I mean, it's fun because you learn a lot here. It's like school.
What about the difference in like dating a nice Swedish guy and dating like a Miami guy? What would you say the differences are?
Do you think Swedish guys are like super weak? That's what I heard.
Weak.
Not all
Yeah,
of them.
weak, like timid, typically.
They're less aggressive, that's for sure.
I never really been interested in Swedish guys in
Okay.
general. Like I don't know. I think that's in humanity. Like I don't know. We like the different. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, that's true.
I always like the different. Like I want to learn
Mhm.
I need to learn something from somebody I date or we need to have similar belief system, you know.
Okay.
His father was Gandhi.
Grandfather, yeah. But
So
yeah.
there's a lot you can learn.
Yeah, but it's Swedish guys. I think they're like kind of like I don't know, a little bit like
Gay?
pussies.
Pussies, yeah. See, there you go. I told you. Pussies. I heard the same. Like I heard that Swedish guys are pussies. Meanwhile, the girls are like very direct, right? They're very honest and they're very blunt. The Swedish guys are like they barely even talk to the girl like in person. They won't even maintain eye contact. That's what I heard from
Yeah,
like,
Indian
other
he was
Swedish
considering
people.
getting a Swedish
I was
husband, but then
I was
changed his mind and got himself
yeah,
a different
and then I
guy.
was like, I should make OnlyFans instead.
Yeah.
Brown fans.
Okay. Yeah. Well, like I've traveled to Finland, which is I know culture is very similar to Sweden, right? Finland.
Which culture?
Finland.
No,
It's
actually,
fine.
I
Finland
don't
is
know
very
anything about Finland. Like it's crazy because we are
Really?
neighbors,
It's like
but
right next to.
it's so different. The
Yeah.
language, culture, everything.
What would you say is
education.
different between Finland and Sweden?
What's the differences? Like
Yeah.
with people or
Yeah, like culturally. No, I know the language is
culturally, it's
different,
just
but
like they just have different education system. Everything.
really?
What they don't learn English
Mhm.
in an early age like we do.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone
And,
spoke English there pretty well.
Yeah, thank you.
No, he said Finland.
No, your English is good too, but
Your English is good. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
it's funny we're talking about English and she's like,
I like it. Thank you. Yes, I know my English is fucking good.
I mean,
But Denmark and Norway and Sweden are like twins or
Okay.
siblings.
I know you guys have similar genetics. It's like the Scandinavian genetics, and Finland is different kinds of genetics, right? Like it's Denmark, Norway, and Sweden has the whatever the like the Viking genetics, right? And Finland is a different kind of genetic pool. That's what I heard.
I think so, and also their language is very different. Like I understand Norwegian and Danish, but like I don't think anyone from like where I'm from understand Finnish.
Mm.
It's like the Chinese, like
Okay.
for us, that difference.
Okay, yeah, I've never been to Sweden, but I can tell you some of the differences. This is what I thought about Finland. First of all, here are the differences. One, people in Finland, they don't flake and they show up on time. And I know I'm one to talk since I was like half an hour late, but when I was in Finland, like I went on a bunch of dates and all the girls, they come on time. Like you have plans at 6:00, the girls come at 6:00. There's no excuses, there's no flaking. Versus in Miami, you have plans at 6:00 and you're lucky if the girl gets there by midnight, right? So that's one thing. I think two, I noticed women in Finland were a lot more straightforward. Like they don't really play games. They're just like direct about what they want. Three is there's no like slut shaming or sex shaming over there. Like the Scandinavian countries, they're pretty open about sex. Like it's not a big deal over there. They don't have like anti-slut defense or sex shaming or slut shaming or whatever.
Isn't that the case with Sweden as well, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
Sweden also
I
is
think
like
all
that,
these
right?
things apply for Sweden. I think Swedish people, they show up on time. They're pretty open about what they want, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
I met a lot of Swedish girls in like Australia. There was so many Swedish girls there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can imagine. They like to travel.
Yeah.
They're all over the place.
I
'cause it's
don't see
freezing
Swedish
there
girls
for like
here.
8 months out of the year.
Yeah, I don't see Swedish girls here, but when I went to Australia, every fucking person is Swedish. Swedish or Brazilian, but yeah, Swedish was the most.
It's crazy because we're only 10 million people. It's a small
Exactly.
We propagate
population.
like the Vikings.
Yeah,
we
very
go
small
everywhere.
population.
Okay. All right. So let's jump into the conversation, the theme for today. So misconceptions that men have about women. So what do you think are some misconceptions that men have about women?
Amanda.
Oh dang! You wanna go first? Like, that question hit me out of nowhere.
Amanda, are you high as fuck right now?
I did smoke before.
Yeah, I can
came
tell.
in.
Matilda, you can go.
Okay, misconceptions. Like, can you explain a little bit more? Like,
Sure.
what's
So
like-
let's say like how he had misconceptions that Swedish men are actually not timid, but then you cleared that Swedish men are actually very pussies, right? So something like that, like an example. So what do you think men think about women, which you know is wrong, which is like common, like let's say,
Swedish people or in
Just
general?
women
Just
in
general.
general.
or like the whatever you've noticed in Miami as well, because the last 3 years you've been here. So
Like about the woman, what they think about men.
No. What?
Or-
I'll give you an example. So a big misconception is that men have is that women can't just have casual sex with no strings attached. But some women can, but there's a lot of women who
Oh.
can have casual, no strings attached sex, right? And I think a lot of men think like, oh, women, like if you fuck a girl, she's gonna get feelings for you,
Yeah.
right? Which is not necessarily the case. So that's like one example.
Okay, so like what I think about it is that I think that every person is different, and um, I think it's a mix of awareness and also like if you're open to do that, like if you're aware.
Mhm.
Like, because if you're not aware like about what you're doing, and you can, I think you receive things like that you don't know exactly what you're doing. But if you know what you're doing and you're open, it's okay, like it's really.
But
so you're
I
answering
think
you're
that's-
basically answering in this context where the misconception is about the whole
yeah, well, we're not talking about that. We're just
Oh.
talking about misconception in general. Like, okay, let's say like how do you mostly meet guys on Tinder or Instagram or at a bar? Like, how do you mostly meet men?
How I mostly meet them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they usually like ask for dinner.
But where do they
From
ask
where?
you
Yeah.
from? Yeah.
I go always to an open area.
Mhm.
I don't and yeah, open areas or like an event or something. And
What kind of events are you going to?
it depends on, it can be festivals. I go to like pretty big events like Burning Man and stuff like
Okay,
that.
so like electro music, like that kind
Yeah.
of
So that-
raves. You go to raves.
That's
right?
where you're mostly meeting guys. Is at like raves and stuff.
What that's most what.
Where do you mostly meet men? Like, for example, I mostly meet women on
I
Tinder.
think most people there, because I think that when you are in that state of mind, like you are in an experience, like like, or you are more free set from your daily life, and I think it's like easier to like have a connection with somebody than to just go on a dinner. When I go on a dinner, I just feel like it's, I don't know, it can be nice, but I don't want to put expectations and stuff, and then I
Okay,
have to
so-
ask you what is your intention, and then they ask me like, oh, what is your intention, and then it all become weird.
I want to have babies.
So okay,
with
so
your genetics.
actually this leads to a
Because
very
I
good
just wanna
question.
make sure they don't pressure me the first
So
date.
this
I don't
leads
wanna,
to a
like,
this leads to a very good question. Would you, okay, in an ideal situation, would you prefer to be asked out for dinner or for drinks? Because like drinks is much less pressure, right? Dinner, it's like, oh, you're picking out a fancy restaurant, you have to wear something really nice, right? Meanwhile, it's drinks, it's like, okay, you don't have to focus so much on what you're going to wear, and it's just going to be like a casual setting where you're going to get to know each other, right? So what would you prefer? Would you be preferring to be asked out for drinks or for dinner? Both of you.
Or for an OnlyFans collab.
for me, it's just I just feel like when there is like somebody asking for something, like they obviously like they expect something, and if I'm not on that page, like I'd rather do it by myself.
Mm. Okay.
Matilda likes doing it by herself.
Like no, but it's like then we can take a walk or something. I don't want because I feel like a lot of people, like when they spend on you, they just get like
They get entitled. Yeah.
Then I don't want you to spend on me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to feel this way.
Mhm.
Then we can share, or we can take a walk or something, so we are on both on the same page.
Yeah, $50 gets you a hand job, $100 gets you a blow job, and $200 Well,
Get your unicorn.
Not for
that's
me.
basically a lot. And then if you
Like I just
only
want to
spend
have a great
400
time sometimes,
Yeah.
you know.
Without like any kind of
Yeah,
pressure on
I
you.
get
What
you.
about you, Amanda?
I want to be like taken out to eat or like, like just a public place, like
Mhm.
somewhere to have fun, walk around the mall or something. Like,
Amanda's gonna get high as fuck beforehand, and she's gonna order everything on the menu. The guy's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
yeah.
Okay, you know what? Let's do this, guys. Write in the comments if there's something that you think might be a misconception, and we'll ask the girls. I think that's a better way to go about it. So write in the comments what if there's something that you're curious about. Oh, is it like this or is it like that? And we'll answer it. We'll have the girls answer it as well. In the meantime, let's grill Amanda about her fresh and fit
Unplug
encounter.
and plug it.
So we found out as I was
Yes.
setting up
No,
for
no,
the
no.
interview
Yeah.
that Amanda was a guest on Fresh and Fit, and she did not get kicked out, which puts her in the minority. So what was that experience like?
Oh, it was cool.
Amanda, you're gonna have to do better than that.
She's. I mean, like, if you don't want to disclose, like,
What is
our,
there to
our
disclose?
audience is going to be
It's public
our
information.
audience
You
is
can
going to
see
be
the
like
video.
happy. They really want to go into know.
I mean, like, that's something separate I did. Now I'm on y'all podcast, so it's like, keep it to that.
Did Myron try to bang you?
No.
I'm gonna have to. Can you send me a link to the episode afterwards? I want to take a look.
I could send you a link to both of them, yes.
Oh, there's two.
Yes.
You did two
Oh,
episodes,
damn.
okay.
We got frequent guest over here.
What about you, Matilda? Have you ever been invited to a Fresh and Fit podcast?
No, Matilda's a nice Swedish girl.
Fresh
She
and
hasn't
Fit
done-
podcast.
She hasn't done that.
The question fake part.
No,
podcast?
did they ever? Did they ever like invite you, like, because they use Instagram to slide in to DMs and invite girls over? Did you ever get a message from someone saying that they represent Fresh and Fit? Fresh and Fit is the name of the podcast.
You know.
I don't think so.
Okay, that's good.
Have you ever talked to anyone that says facts in every sentence? That's how you know.
No cap.
No, I should not.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. All right, let's jump straight into some questions then. Take it away. Take it
All
away.
right. Question from
Pick up the
Ben
mic.
Dover.
Pick up your mic while you talk. Yeah.
Question from Ben Dover.
Okay.
Ask
Ben
them if
Dover.
a guy comes up and says, "Can I meet you real quick?" Would they consider that a good opener?
So the question is, if you're walking or whatever, you're at a bar and a guy comes up to you like, "Hey, can I meet you real quick?" Would that be a good way to start a conversation with you?
Me or her?
Either
both.
one of you guys, yeah.
Amanda, you can start.
What's the question?
Amanda, get your head in the game. You are all over the place. Are you present on this earth?
Yes.
So let's say you're at a bar, and if a guy comes up to you and says, "Hey, can I meet you real quick?" Is that a good way to start a conversation with you?
Can I meet you?
Real quick, yeah. That's how he's gonna ask you.
Well, you just met me, so like, what do you mean?
So that's how he's going to start talking to you. Do you think that's a good way in to not make it seem random?
I mean, okay, so based off appearance, if I'm interested, then yeah. If not, I'm gonna keep it pushing.
I would say more like I like different things when they try different things, like say different stuff. That's like interesting for me.
What's the best opener you've ever heard? Like, what's the best approach a guy has ever had?
I'm gonna think about it. I had one.
Okay. Did it give a good result? Like, did you end up like hooking up with him, or did you go out on a date with him? Do you remember something like that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
All right, so I got one. So basically, I was out in LA, and someone was like, they recognized me. They was like, "You from like the city?" I was like, "That means Detroit." I was like, "Yeah," like how, and then boom, like we knew each other on Instagram, and it was like a link up. It was like, "Hey," like so, yeah, that was pretty cool.
You met that person in person after like
Yeah.
on the Instagram? Okay. That was quick.
It's cool.
Yeah, I'm so confused
Yeah.
about. So you ran into someone, they like knew you from where you live.
Basically from Instagram, we followed each other, but I didn't know them in person.
Oh,
but
okay.
like recognized in person, like
You're
it's
like,
a
"Hey,
small
I've
world.
been
kind
jerking off
of.
to your Instagram pics for 3 years."
I doubt it.
Okay. All right, let's go to the next question.
Next question. What sport do you find the sexiest or most attractive?
Interesting question.
Football.
Football. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? Soccer, Matilda? The Swedish people are good at soccer, right?
The question was what
Sport is the sexiest. If a man plays a sport, which
Oh.
Basketball too.
nice. I think
Basketball.
yoga.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's flexible, you know. He can lift me up, and you know,
He can like he
I
has
can
good
swim with
thrust. Yeah,
him.
he has good
We
thrust.
do some yoga together. I love it.
Fun fact: I did yoga for 6 years. Just saying. Okay. Anyway, move on. That's actually true.
Also dancing. I like when they can.
I've never
move.
danced.
All right, next question. How do I call things off with my girl the nicest way possible? We've been seeing each other for 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
She's sweet, but I think I lost my attraction towards her.
Oh, it's pretty easy. Just tell her straight up. Be like, hey, you're really awesome, and I really enjoy our time together. But honestly, I'm just like not really in a place to have a relationship right now. Just give her a little white lie. Let's just stay friends. Easy, easy peasy. Right?
Yeah,
No.
it's very direct.
Can-
I like it.
Yeah, I mean,
Keep checking your phone.
what else? What else are you gonna do? You're just gonna be like fucking beating around the bush for months. Hey, I'm a little sick today. I don't know.
Some people used to avoid, you know.
Yeah, I like to be direct. I'll just be like,
Yeah, I think me too.
you can be like, hey, I'm actually gay now. I've been banging a lot of dudes. So, yeah.
I don't really have the the interest right now. Maybe later.
I just,
Ciao.
I just think a penis is so much better than a vagina. So that's kind of what I'm doing nowadays. I've been watching a lot of the Fresh and Fit podcasts, and that kind of expedited the process a little bit. Next.
I'll be like, okay, let's do something together. No.
Oh shit, Matilda's a kinky one. I love Matilda's laugh. She's so like, you just seem like such a happy person.
I'm a very happy person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the Swedish were generally kind of like a little bummed out. No.
I don't feel Swedish in general.
You think you've evolved into American?
No.
Oh.
No.
It's the opposite.
I became me, you know. I always been like a little bit, you know.
All over the place.
You know?
Butterfly.
Yeah. And since I came here, I used to feel like I embrace myself even more. It's like up and down. You know?
That's what she said. Cool. Okay. Next one.
For Matilda, what's the nightlife club scene like in Sweden, Stockholm, and Gothenburg?
Oh, I think it's very nice. It's like
That's what I heard.
Swedish people love to drink. It's a huge alcohol culture. Like which I don't really like. I don't really like when people drink so much they cannot like walk, and they used to do crazy stuff like and end up like, you know, like here is so different because if you cannot be like that in the club, they kick you out. You know. You need,
unless you're a hot girl.
What?
Unless you're like a cute girl, in which case you can pretty much get away with murder.
No, but like I mean, like you should always be able to like stand up. You know? And,
no, I agree.
You don't want to look stupid. Like in Sweden, they kind of engage that. They're like that they think it's fun, and I don't know. I
so
don't
in
like
Sweden,
that.
you say like they encourage like to
they,
look dumb.
They kind of like, you know, they laugh about it.
Okay,
They're more prone to getting wasted, I think she's saying.
Okay.
It's like that in a lot of countries. In Russia, it's the same thing. Like everyone gets wasted. It's
really?
Like, it's like normal. Yeah. It's like that in some. You're in Miami, so Miami's not. But if you go to like Boston or something like that, like there's a huge drinking culture there.
Yeah.
Where everyone's just getting wasted. Like similar, I'm sure, to like some Midwestern cities as well. It's just Miami, it's not like a huge like drinking culture. It's more of like cocaine and ecstasy.
I think it's also like healthy, and you know, if you don't do that, there's so many different cultures here. I think.
Yeah, it's mostly like Latin inspired culture.
Yeah.
It's very like Latin influenced.
Yeah. I agree.
I feel like I started drinking more when I moved to Miami.
Mm.
I feel like there's like the drinking like is kind of strong here, but it's cool though. Like it's not that bad. But you're definitely right about like the pill culture and stuff. That's
Pill
big,
culture?
Yeah, like people taking pills.
Oh, pills.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ecstasy and
Took a
stuff.
pill
Yeah,
and-
yeah,
Bees.
all that.
I took a pill in Detroit. Went to the Ford factory.
Still feeling it right now.
No.
Cool. All right, let's go to the next question.
All right, question from Dark Law. Has a girl dated from a guy from IG, and if so, how did he make it happen?
Okay, so just to paraphrase, the question is: have you ever met a guy just from Instagram, like where you didn't know him in real life? He just messaged you on Instagram, and then you met up. Has that ever happened?
I met people from that texted me on Instagram.
From Instagram?
So like cold DM, like they never met you in person, but they messaged you on Instagram, and then you met the person
Yeah.
in person. Nice. What happened? Okay, most successful one. Give us a story about.
I remember somebody called the Sun Lifestyle.
Oh, you give the name. Okay, gave away the name. Okay.
No, he became a friend, you know.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't know.
Just a friend.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was just a friend.
We had a
Yeah.
fling.
Okay, you had a fling. Okay, that's the man.
But
What did he say in the first message? What was his opener?
I don't know. Like we just start talking, and I'm very open to like talk to new people, even if they message you. Like, but I think I kind of need to know who they are. And if you have common friends and stuff, I don't think I would meet like a stranger, like a complete stranger from another country or something. I don't know.
So when someone messages you, do you like check the mutual friends, mutual followers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would you only
and then
reply?
I used to ask them too.
Okay.
Who's this person?
Okay. Interesting. So if you don't see any mutual followers, do you just not reply to that person? Has that ever happened, like where there were no mutual followers, but then you still message the guy? You replied to the guy.
You mean at continuing texting them, even if I don't know them?
Yeah.
I think it happened. Like, you never know who you meet. You never know who you're texting. Like, and like, I don't know what they want. Like, how can I help you? That's what
You become a customer service agent. I can
I
help
help
you.
you with something?
Tech support. Welcome to tech support. Amanda, what about you?
Yeah, I've met up with people from Instagram.
Do you remember the last? Okay, so the last time you met a person from Instagram, do you remember the first message he sent you?
No, I don't know. Like, where they
Typically,
come
what
from.
messages would you reply to? How about that?
If you look attractive.
Okay. It doesn't have to say anything like "sup," and then you're
Hi,
like,
I'm attractive.
Yeah, like just depends. Like,
okay.
All right, let's move on to the next question.
All right. Would the ladies date a guy who only did OnlyFans as his main source of income?
I'm sure they would, but let's let him answer.
yeah, if he's bringing that money.
So, what about you?
So the question is the only choice for
No,
So, if he is in the career of OnlyFans, like that's how he makes money, would you date him? Like
if I
as a
would date-
long-term
if I
partner?
would date them?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I like
Yeah.
No judgment.
yeah, I think an OnlyFans girl will date a guy who does OnlyFans. I think
Mhm.
it might be different if the girl doesn't do OnlyFans.
Yeah,
but-
would be a bit hypocritical if she
I would
doesn't.
support this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do the videos for him.
Yeah. It's like,
Come here.
you will be the camera girl, but then you join in the camera.
We can do it each other.
Exactly.
All right. Next question. Very good. You like that? Jody dog.
For Alex, what's some of your list of sexualizing routine, sexual phrases specifically?
Well, the one I like to say is just finished a big workout, looking nice and fit for our date. When I'm saying the word coming, I usually misspell it cum, coming. That's one I like to do. Let me pull up some of my recent text threads and I'll tell you guys. Let's see what I got here on my phone. Let's see. Which of these girls did I sexualize on? Lately, I haven't been as sexual over text, honestly, as I used to be days ago. I mean, years ago. Okay, this chick, I'm pretty sure I sexualized with her. And for the bunch. Oh, okay, so well, she kind of sexualized on me here. She's like, "Hi, you." I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" She's like, "Hi, hi." I say, "How's it going, dear?" She's like, "I'm wet, of course." I'm like, "Of course." The real question is, what are you going to do about it? She's like, "Well, I wish you'd rub my clit while you choke me." And I'm like, "And tease you with my lips until you're dripping wet and begging me to slap my hard cock in and throw me over your lap and spank me. Come to Brickle, spelled C-U-M, and you'll be spanked nice and hard." So I always like bring it back to the meeting. Let me go.
Soft close, yeah.
Let me go earlier into the convo and see what I did. But I really don't sexualize nearly as much as I used to. Okay, so this is like sometimes girls sexualize on you, honestly. Okay, so here we have. Okay, so let's start from the start of the conversation. I'm like, "Hey, it's Alex from the thing." She's like, "From?" I say, "Christian Mingle." She's like, "Lol, hi, Alex." So then we're going back and forth. Here we're talking about Judaism for a little bit because she's half Jewish, I'm half Jewish. Okay, so she just randomly said, "I feel like you'd be able to make me come." I say, "Your feeling is correct. Have you never experienced an orgasm?" "Of course I have, lol. I make myself come all the time, but a guy hasn't been able to, question mark. They have just for some reason. It's never as powerful as an orgasm. That's when I do." So just like some chicks are way more open talking about sexual things than others, honestly. But yeah, I mean,
Those are the ones we want.
I would say that your best bet of kind of seeing that is just to go through some of my lay reports on the website, playingfire.com, love reports. I have a whole bunch in there. You can see those or the videos on this channel. You kind of see for yourself. Next question.
So this is a short question.
Yes.
What is the Blondie's Instagram?
Blondie's Instagram. Your Instagram, they're asking.
My Instagram?
Yeah.
What
Oh,
is
the handle. You can just say the handle. We'll plug it in, but it's Miss X Matilda. Right?
yeah.
You can say it in the mic.
Miss X Mathilda.
We'll plug it in the end. Don't worry, guys.
Is Matilda a common name in Sweden?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like it's not like on the top 3 or something.
What is the top 3?
Anna.
Anna?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sarah. Eric.
Mattia. Mattia is Swedish, right?
And it's Anders. It's like we have this like traditional like last names where everyone is like Anderson, Svensson,
Mr.
Ericsson,
Anderson.
like all this.
Oh, son. There's a son.
I feel like when
It's typical Swedish.
Okay.
when like someone hears the name Matilda, they just imagine like an unattractive woman, but you're like very pretty. But so there's like this big discrepancy between your name, the image it evokes, and you. So it's like when you think Matilda, you imagine like
like a grandma.
yeah,
Matilda
imagine
is
like
a grandma.
grandma. And you're like a cute young Swedish girl. Like it's such a like a disconnect. It's like Matilda. You've never hear like my name is Matilda. Like it's like not really a name that's made sexy.
I thought your name was like Lixia.
Yeah,
That was the
because
original.
The thing is, like, I used that as a nickname since I was kid because, like, I don't know, I didn't like my name when I was younger.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, then I'm like, I'm
It's a
gonna
grandma
change
name.
it, and then now I just felt like I am Matilda. Why I'm gonna change back?
I'm motherfucking Matilda.
Yeah.
I'm the Matilda of Matildas. All right, next question.
Question by Luke Chase. How have the girls' dating lives changed since moving to Miami?
What?
How have your dating lives changed since moving to Miami?
Mine or
Both.
Both. Yeah.
Amanda, you can go.
I feel like the dating scene here is like nobody really wants to date. Like,
They just want to fuck.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like fast, like, yeah.
Bust a nut in 3 seconds and then bye.
I think that a lot of people they just come here for a reason or a purpose, and I mean, of course, everyone is gonna try to find that like what they want to get, but it's for me it has to be mutual, you know. And I don't know, I also think that people assume a lot of things about people here, like, oh, you are this, you are that. They kind of compare and put everyone in the same age, you know what I mean? They don't doesn't really have time or want to get to know somebody, you know what I mean? And then I definitely think that that stops the the day, like the it, if you don't try to get to know somebody, it's just like superficial, you know.
Mm.
And I don't think that lasts like anywhere, you know. Is But if that is what you want, you know that you're gonna attract that.
So
If you want
so
something
that do
else,
you
you
think?
attract that, you
So
know.
in Miami, have you found that more common, that like the
But-
dating is a bit superficial, that people don't really try to get to know you, but they just want to fuck and shit like that?
Oh,
Is that has
yeah,
that been more common?
definitely. And
Yeah.
I don't think I will find my husband here.
It's okay. I'm here.
Like
I'm
I
here.
left because it was a little bit too much for me. But I also think it's depending on their circles
Mm.
and like where you are. I think if you are like, you know, I think in this environment, if you want to date, you need to be like a straightforward. You cannot play around, you know. And you also need to know, have experience, so you can recognize, because a lot of people they try to play games and stuff. Like they tell you things that they think you want to hear and
Mm.
stuff, and then nothing happened. And so I don't know. For
So-
me, I have to like you need to make sure to protect yourself. You know,
Yeah.
if you don't want the same thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think everyone here, they're just here to have fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a more common consensus of people, who come on the podcast, and our experiences. It's been the same. Yeah.
And I think that you have to be down for that. Like if you live here, you have to understand that, yeah, people are here to have fun. I'm gonna be here to have fun too. You know?
I personally hate casual sex. I'm just trying to go to church every Sunday
Yeah.
and be a good religious person.
Yeah, like I don't know, but I think in a certain age or state, like you don't really it doesn't really fulfill you to have casual sex anymore, you know. You want something like deeper, even if it's not a relationship.
Deeper and harder. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be something. You have to feel something,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And it doesn't just to go for like a dinner. It's like that's why I love to go on an experience. Like if a guy reach out to me, oh, let's go for dinner. That's so like general statement. Like, can we do something else? Can we paddleboard? Like, can we do something else?
Can you do
fun,
bowling?
know?
Yeah,
It doesn't
bowling.
have to cost either.
Mhm.
Like you have to be if you're creative, you can make it happen. You know, like ask someone. Like don't ask people what you think they want. Ask them like something else. You know, and see what happens.
Yeah, personally, I keep all my dates very simple. All my dates, I just invite them for a drink. I'm a big believer in keeping things simple, and then only once you start hooking up with a girl, then you can do like fun dates. I never like to do that stuff beforehand, but that's just me. Anyway, next question.
Yeah.
But we can go paddleboarding, Matilda.
Yeah, we can.
Keep
Nice.
switching.
I haven't been paddleboarding in like 15 years.
It's so different and fun, you know.
Can Rhaegar come? What's the next question?
All right. What's a good starting text?
For what are we talking? Oh, are we talking about for? He just didn't. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the context. Like, have you been talking to the girl? Is it a new conversation? Are we talking about on Instagram? Are we talking about Tinder? So
That's not much context.
Yeah,
you can get to the next question.
Specify in the comments in what context you mean, and then we'll answer that question. Rhaegar, are you here to wish me a happy birthday? Yeah, you are, you fat dog.
Sandwich. That's a cute sandwich. Cute sandwich with extra cuteness.
What's the next one?
All right. Next question by Jake Bushi. Girls who do OnlyFans. How important is it that a guy interested in you isn't an OnlyFans customer?
Okay, so the question is, let me rephrase that. So, if you were going to date, would you ever date one of your OnlyFans customers?
No, that's a really good question too, because like I've hung out with some people just on some like friend stuff, and then they start talking about it, and I'm like, they're mentioning stuff that they've seen it. I'm already like, okay, I can't even like,
Why? Because
you
they painted a picture in
just
their head about you already. That's why.
yeah, like they've already seen that, and like we were supposed to be on Friends or whatever, like just smoking or whatever, and like I don't want to talk about that, and like they think they could get something like
Let me let you in on a secret. Out of all the guys who are hanging out with you as a friend, none of them really want to be your friend. They all just want to smash. The friend thing is just a
Yeah.
cover.
Sometimes like people actually are cool though. They'll just like be your friend, like
Unless they're gay. If they're gay, it's possible. Or they're like,
I mean, I've had like friends that haven't tried to smash, so
I mean, they won't try to smash,
Yeah.
but deep down
Yeah.
they'll be like, I wish I could smash.
yeah,
I wish to fucking God, I wish I could smash.
yeah, if you were like to them, like, hey, do you want to have sex with me? They would all be like, yes.
Yes,
They wouldn't even think about it. They'd be
a
like,
resounding yes. Yeah.
Yes, I've been waiting. Let's go right now. Rhaegar, move the microphone. Fat husky. What a furry creature. Yeah. Wait. Is there the question? Okay, so for you, it would be a no. You would not date an OnlyFans customer.
mm.
What about for you, Matilda?
I think I will. I think that many of my customers are actually people that I like sometimes hang out with or mix or like, you know. Like I have a lot of supporters, and I think I would do that.
How many supporters do you have? Do you know?
I don't know.
Oh shit! You just know you have a lot of
It depends
followers.
on. It's also like you meet new people all
Yeah.
the time, and they see that you have OnlyFans, and they, sign up, and then they text you, "Oh, I'm on your OnlyFans," and I'm like, "Oh,
I'm jerking off to you now.
yeah."
Let's
talk there.
You ladies want to hear a great business idea? I brought this up. We interviewed Sarah J, and I ran this by her. But so okay, I think this will like take your business to the next level. Okay, I think that if you do a once a month smash a fan contest, where like once a month you pick someone and you bang, but in order for them to qualify, they have to be signed up. They have to be signed up to the premium membership. Like people will sign up in mass and no one will ever quit because the small, like let's say you have 1,000 people, right? That's 1,000 people paying monthly. You only have to bang one of them, right? And you can even be selective. You don't have to bang the ugly ones. You can pick a good looking one. I'm sure out of 1,000, there's going to be one who's like, good looking. But that will give the guy such a big incentive. It's like, oh shit, like if I stay signed up to her OnlyFans, there's a small chance I can bang her. It's like the reason people play the lottery. Statistically, you're not likely to win the lottery, but there's the hope.
Yeah.
So I think that's like $1 million idea.
Hope is
there.
stronger
That's
than
honestly
yeah.
really good. I might have to take that
Yeah, you gotta try that.
to promote it at least.
Like
Like,
you can just
that's
promote it with a booty
something.
picture and be like monthly
That's legit
monthly
though.
bang
Like
bang of the month.
and then you videotape
it would.
it.
I bet it would sign up like a bunch of more
Oh
people.
hell yeah!
Like,
And then you
subscribe
promote
to
it on there so they
that.
can watch the lucky person bang you, and they're like, "Oh my god, that could have been me right now."
Right. Oh, I guess I'll stay for next
Exactly.
month. Like,
And
And then you can make like a
Yeah.
mask, #1 fan mask, and then just make him wear it.
And then
like
you can make it all sexy, like when the guy like busts on your face, you can look at the camera and be like,
You're my favorite fan.
This could be you."
this could be.
As the cum is just dripping down.
Yo. That's actually not a
love
bad
that idea.
idea.
Yeah, it's
that's
pretty
actually
solid,
a
yeah.
good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
You can send us a commission at playing
Like,
with fire
got you
channel
on 10%.
at gmail.com.
Like,
Yep. You can send the commission there.
I just want 10% of the bang.
Or just videotape. He wants to videotape.
No,
So
I don't like
funny.
videotaping, but I'll hide in the closet and like jerk off or something. All right, next.
What's a good starting text after talking a bit, but you haven't taken her out yet?
Starting text. I mean, again, it's like heavily contextual. Like again, it really depends on what the context is. Like if the conversation is just restart the combo. It can be with anything, a meme, hey, what's up, whatever. Hey, how's your week going? And then get her set up plans and get her out for a date. I mean, honestly, but exactly what you're going to say is going to be heavily contextual. Okay, next question. I think you got your #1 fan right there.
Do the girls find it hot when guys do martial arts like boxing, MMA, wrestling, jiu-jitsu?
Do the girls find it hot when the guy does jujitsu?
Yeah,
Or
like when
the
when they do.
fighting sport.
Oh, so that it really depends on, like, me personally doesn't deal, like, I don't like aggressive people. So, and I don't know if that is, it's really depends on their, like, why they do it, you know. Like,
But who's gonna protect you from the Vikings?
oh, I protect myself.
But you are a woman.
Yeah, like, I'm a strong woman. But definitely I think it's like kind of sexy, but it's really like it depends on.
Well, most people who do fighting, they're not aggressive because usually, actually, people who know how to fight, they're less aggressive.
Extremely calm
You think
because
so?
Yeah.
because they take their
yeah,
fighting
I
out
agree,
in
I
the aggression
agree.
out in the
Yeah,
fighting.
that's true.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know, I don't want my man to be injured and stuff, and deal with that kind of stuff. I
Maybe
prefer to
you
do
will
it
help
in a
him
more
recover.
holistic way.
Maybe
We
you'll
can do yoga, like, I don't know.
This way, when a bunch of robbers break in, he's like, "Hang on, I can touch my toes."
I can put my legs between my
He's like, take her.
legs on my shoulders.
What about you, Amanda?
Do you find fighting sport guys sexy?
Oh no, not really. I don't think. Like, I haven't like had an interest in it. Like,
I don't
So-
know. I like intelligence more, and, like, music, like,
Mm.
it's arts. I don't know.
Creativity.
That kind of,
Creativity.
yeah, creativity.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Let's move on to the next one.
That's it for now.
Oh, that's it. How many live viewers do we have right now?
Not much.
87.
87. Damn, it's my
Not much.
motherfucking birthday. This is
Hello.
this is the kind
Because
of
we
support
did
I get.
one 2 days ago. That's why.
Well,
That's
that
all.
this one was like so last minute.
Yeah. That is true.
On my birthday, this
We
is
didn't
how,
have
this,
the
is,
thumbnail up.
this is how my loyal subscribers do me. You just
How many was it?
I'm gonna cry and be sad. No, I mean, all right. I mean, those basically questions we wanted to get to. Any topics you want to discuss?
Nothing.
Uh,
Happy birthday, Alex.
Happy birthday!
happy birthday,
Thank you.
Capricorn season.
Capricorns, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're a Capricorn too.
No,
No
But we,
I just
We
know
both
that's
are.
what season we're in.
season.
Yeah, it's like Cap season.
cuff season, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Cup
college
season,
season. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me think. What else do I want to bring up?
We got another question.
Okay,
Okay.
let's take that.
Where does Alex get his humor? By the way, happy birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Where do I get my humor? Right out my ass. No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think I get this question a lot. I think I was always like, I think humor is like intelligence. You can develop it, but you can't just like recreate it. So if you're like a dumb person, there's no amount of like studying that's going to make you smart. So I think I was always somewhat funny. I don't think it's like something I like learned. I just think I've always been like somewhat amusing. But honestly, I think the biggest thing is just like not really giving a shit. I'll just say like what's on my mind. And I think that's like the biggest thing. I think when I was younger, I used to be like really, I don't know, like in my head, and I was always afraid to say jokes and stuff like that because I was worried about, oh, what if this comes off weird? What if this offends that person? But once you stop giving a shit, you can be a lot like more amusing and funny. But yeah, that's basically it. I watch a lot of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That show is funny as fuck.
You can always watch
Workaholics.
yeah, stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy is the best because
Yeah,
you see like how people make up, like how they link stories together, and it just becomes like it flows so well, right? So it's almost like they're improvising plus they have a crazy humor. So it would really help because stand-up comedy is how I developed it.
Oh, let's share the story of what happened to me last night.
What happened to you? Oh, yes, go for it.
What happened?
Now Matilda wants to know.
Yeah.
So I had a little date from SA.
Seeking, yeah.
Yeah, Seeking, and my whole thing on Seeking is I never pay for sex, right? Like I just use it as like a tool to meet girls, right? It's called Salt Daddy Game. But anyway, so she was like already annoying me from the start. Like she was like calling and she's like, hey, I'm like 30 minutes away. And she's like wasted. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, this girl sounds like a mess. And then she like I go and meet her outside and she's like in the wrong area. And then like I'm waiting for her. She's like, I gotta piss. Hang on a second. I'm like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. So
And she said it was freezing. How was it freezing in Miami? Come on.
She's like, hurry up, it's freezing. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's 80 degrees. Like,
Yeah.
like I just thought like this chick is straight up retarded. So I meet her and she actually wasn't bad, like somewhat. So we start going inside and she's like super like fucking wild outside. She's like showing her tit, She's like, oh, my tit is freezing, and like she's like showing me her ass and shit. I'm like, all right, like I kind of like that, but this chick is just wild. And then we get inside and she just goes like straight from my bedroom and she like lays in my bed. And I'm like, all right. And then she's like, I'm getting drinks, right? And she's like, while I'm pouring the drink, she's like grabbing my dick. She's like, oh, this is nice. I'm like, all right, yeah, I don't mind that part. You know, you can grab my dick. But then she's like, oh, can I have a phone charger or whatever? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I'm like trying to find a phone charger. And she's like smoking my vape pen. And when I come back, she's like laying on my bed all like fucking, you know, when you drink and you smoke weed, you get like crossfaded.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like that fucks people up. So she looks like even more fucked up and
Sexy.
I know, right?
So vulnerable. Exactly.
Wow.
She had this body odor that was so fucking hot.
She had a body odor?
No,
Okay.
just fucking around. She wasn't smelling. That was the other thing.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So she's like, I poured both of us drinks. I help her like charge her phone, and she's like, so where's my donation? I was like, is she talking about my load? Like she wants to donate my cum on her face? Like what is she talking about right now? And I kind of
She wants a big deposit.
yeah, I know what she's talking about, but like I sort of don't want to know. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, you know, do my donation, right? I'm like, are you talking about money? She's like, yeah. She's like, what do you think I'm here? I was like, I don't know. I thought we were here to get to know each other. Like, you didn't mention anything about money at all. So the thing with this requires a little backstory, but the thing with the SA is usually like the prostitutes, they'll bring up money beforehand. So they'll say over text, like, hey, it'll be a $500 for the night. And then you just like, say, okay, I'm not interested, or you troll them, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Usually when the girls don't bring up anything over text, because if you think about it from her, it's really dumb because like, she drove half an hour, right? Or she took an Uber for half an hour. I guess she had to pay like $40 for the Uber. She comes here and there's a guy who's not going to pay her for sex. And then she has to leave. So she wastes a lot of time. Okay. It's not really any skin off my back. I wasted like 10, 15 minutes. She wasted like an hour and like, her money and shit. So it's like really dumb as a prostitute not to bring up money beforehand. Like I would think that if you're a prostitute, you want to like address that beforehand.
Okay, so
I understand your perspective because when she's on the bed, there's a lot of guys who will just agree anyway.
Yes, but I mean, like seeking has evolved. Like girls have become more subtle now. They have,
but they don't need to. There's plenty of guys who will.
Yeah, I know. But like the thing is, like they don't want to like be risked to like asking money over text, and that's why they want to like meet the person and then like pressure the guy into like having sex and paying for it. So that's their game basically. They're trying to be very inconspicuous about it, but like you can just filter them.
It seems like such a dumb strategy.
I know it is super dumb strategy, but for her it has worked like 95% of time. That's what it was.
Yeah, but I bet she can make way more money if she was just like straight up, hey, it's $400 to fuck me, $600 to like fucking
my donation,
fuck my ass. Yeah, whatever. So anyway,
donation.
Yeah, donation. Like such a dumb word. Like you're a prostitute. It's okay.
I love that word.
That is a word prostitutes use. Like they say donation.
Matilda, you're
Where's
nice.
My donation?
You're a nice Swedish girl. Stay that way. Don't you become Miami on us. So
I'm gonna say that to my fans. Where's my donation? Hello.
Oh God, Matilda is getting corrupted by the minute. Say goodbye to the nice Swedish girl and say hello to a money hungry Miami girl. Okay, so anyway, so she's on my bed and I'm like, yo, I don't pay for sex, so yeah, this is like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then she's like, well, do you really think I was gonna have sex for free? I was like, and I'm like, yeah, like I actually did.
That's such a gross thing to say for a girl.
Like absolutely, because a lot of other girls have, and honestly, I think I'm probably more attractive than you. So if anything, I'm doing you a favor. And I didn't say the second part. And then she like and then she looks at me. She's like, okay, well, if I'm not getting paid, are you gonna like take me out to dinner? And she's like as if I'm doing her a favor by taking her out to dinner. And if you know me, you know that I fucking don't like going out to dinner. Like I will only go out to dinner with my close friends or family. Like I won't take a random girl out to dinner, even if she wants to. But she's like acting like it's like her doing me a favor that I get to take her out to dinner. I'm like, not with that attitude, honestly. Like, no, I'm like, I would like you to leave my apartment, please. And she's like, well, I'm not going anywhere until I talk to my friends. I was like, you can talk to your friends outside. Like, please leave my apartment. You know, I'm not being rude, but I'm just like, please leave. Because at this point, like, I just don't want her there anymore. And she's like, what were you going to do? You're going to kick me out? And then she like calls one of her friends. And to her friend, she's like ranting. She's like, this guy's playing games. And she
tried to touch me.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
He tried to rape me. I was like, what are you talking about? Barely, I didn't touch you. You grabbed my dick, if anything. And she's like ranting to her friend. I'm like, okay, I'm going to call security. So I call security. And she's like, wow, I can't believe you're doing that. I'm like, well, because you won't leave. I'm not going to like physically like touch you, right? Because you're a girl. You know, I don't want that, you know, whole thing. You know, I wouldn't do that either way. So anyway, so I'm like, so I just have to call security. So then as security's coming up, she's finally like, she goes, and then she like,
Miami noise.
Yeah, she gets up and she like finally walks out as the security guard is getting there. Although when we saw the security guard, I don't think he was going to be able to take care of anything.
Nope. He's like, I would just call 911.
He looked like some 14-year-old nerd. Like that guy didn't look tough at all.
Your best option is to just call 911.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I think
This guy's a security guy.
I think he got lucky.
I don't think we're safe.
I think he got lucky that she was gone. Anyway, so she just like left, and I'm just like, yo, this chick is a retard. But you know,
maybe she's still in the hallways right now.
Yeah, she was like,
is that your experience about the site? Like, is it
no, I mean, there's been some. There's been some.
I met nice people there.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Really? Yeah. Like, I took coffee with people, and like, you know,
like nice people in the sense, like, do you like them, but or
yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't meet a lot of people.
Okay.
But
did they like pay you money for coffee, or how does it work?
No, I didn't ask for money to take coffee.
Okay.
Like,
so you're.
I asked if he asked, you want to take coffee or dinner or lunch, and I said yeah. And
Okay.
I don't think you like. I don't know. Like, I'm new to, like, I'm not new, but I don't.
Well, there's people.
I didn't meet a lot of people there,
Mhm.
and like, let's meet for a coffee. Why not?
People-
I don't
people-
think you charge people for that. Do you?
Oh, they do. Like, okay.
People use
How
the
do you
website
do
different.
that? Pay me $200 for coffee.
No,
Why?
so
Yeah,
the
there's girls who
women,
do
the
that.
girls are actually doing that.
Let's
so
not give Matilda ideas, though.
yeah.
I feel like we've already corrupted her enough during this podcast.
So what the girls do is, I mean, I receive such messages from girls. They're like, okay, hey love, I would like to meet you, but for the meet and greet, it would be $400. No intimacy, but that's how we get to know each other. And if we have fun, then there's a separate charge. I'm like, shut the
My
fuck up, and I
response is
just
always,
report.
Suck
reports.
my dick. Get the fuck out of here.
And some girls, I'm just like, shut the fuck up and fuck off. That's what I say. He's like, what?
Yeah, you're so there's people use the website differently. You're using the website to just meet like a successful guy, which is how
Yeah.
some people use the website. And there's other people.
I'm here. Don't worry.
There's
Like, I went to the boat the other day with somebody, you know, I met, and like with the group of people, like, and I had the best time.
Mm.
I had good experience.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what that experience is.
well, I mean, it's not always like that. I mean,
Wow.
I've met some decent girls. It is a little different for men and women on there. But yeah, I mean, again, people use the website differently, and I think like the website is designed. It's not supposed to be for prostitution. Like they say, maybe it is, but they say like in the you know, they have like a banner. It says you are not allowed to solicit sex. So you're not legally allowed to, or not legally, but you're not allowed to say, hey, you know, pay me $300 to meet up. You're not supposed to use the website that way, but a lot of people do. You know, it is what it is.
And the weird part is, like, when you sign up, that's the first message you get: no paper meet. And if you ask for paper meet, you'll be instantly like taken down. But then the girls don't get taken down, and the guys will actually use the site for paper meet.
Well, because they know that that's where most of their customers come from. So they know if they take a big, harsh stance on that, they will lose like 90% of their customers. It's like OnlyFans banning adult content.
Yeah, the thing, I use the website also for OnlyFans. It really depends on, you know.
How do you use
Like,
it for
all
OnlyFans?
different
You just send the
dating
link?
sites.
Yeah,
Like,
people can you can use it differently.
Put my link tree, And
Yeah.
on like, I don't know if you can do it. I connect my Instagram to Tinder, and on my Instagram you
Yeah,
can see, my link tree. So I try to sign up as like, I don't have a lot, but it's a good way to connect to your other pages.
Mm.
Have you ever met a guy from Tinder?
No,
Okay.
actually, I haven't.
Okay.
I just felt like people were so hungry there. I don't know, Brickle boys. Like,
Thirsty,
I don't know, like, yeah.
hungry.
They're hungry for some Swedish meatballs.
What?
They're hungry for some Swedish
Yeah.
meatballs. They want some Swedish Matilda.
Grandmother. No.
Grapino.
What?
What is it called? Swedish meatballs?
It's the meatballs?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, meatballs. Like,
Yeah, but like, what is this called?
köttbullar.
Oh.
Köttbullar?
They want the
Chapeau.
köttbullar
Sauce. That's like
with the white sauce, right?
I saw it's a brown sauce
Okay.
mixed with like a berry called dingon.
Okay.
I don't think they have it here in the United States.
I think I've heard of that.
It's like a very
Small.
different flavor. I don't really like it, but to that food it's okay, it's good combination. And potatoes. That's the main dish in
Oh,
Sweden.
Swedish loves potatoes. Yeah.
Can you say something
people are-
in Swedish? Say like, "Hey Alex, happy birthday" in Swedish. I just want to see how that sounds.
Hej Alex, grattis på födelsedagen. Vi hoppas du har en underbar dag.
Oh, that's hot.
That's a long fucking
Yeah.
happy birthday.
Yeah, it's Swedish is it's a very formal language,
Yeah.
and you need to say a lot of middle words
Mm.
for the sentence to be correct. English is not like that. You can
No.
mix it and
Mhm.
say different ways. But Swedish is more
I know a dirty phrase in Swedish.
what?
I know a dirty phrase in Swedish.
Dirty what?
Dirty phrase. I know a dirty thing to say in Swedish.
Can you say it?
Jag vill slicka din fitta.
What does that mean?
That's what everyone teach people that.
I always want to know that specific phrase
What
in
does that
every
mean?
language. I wanna lick your
I
pussy.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Amanda, can you say something in Detroit?
In Detroit, in the city.
No.
Say like "Happy
It's
birthday" in Detroitian.
Some slang or something.
Happy birthday. Like, it's the same.
Oh shit! You guys speak. It sounds so similar to English. It's crazy. I could like almost understand you. That's nuts. That's nuts, bro.
Do you guys speak other languages?
I speak
Russian.
Hindi, Telugu, English, some Spanish. Yeah.
Oh, that's that. Oh, you multi-language.
Yeah.
What, how do you
Polyglot.
say it in Russia? Like happy birthday.
С днем рождения.
Oh,
Znomnia Strenia.
Shno?
С днем рождения.
Znyom.
That's like backwards.
Tongue twister, yeah.
It's yeah. It's
Znyom
it's a rough language. It's like it's like German in a way. It's like very
Yeah,
I
German and
can't,
Russian very aggressive.
yeah.
The German and Danish is similar.
Mm. There's some similarities between Russian and German. Let's take some more questions because I don't want to bore the guys with like with
Lame conversation.
Can both girls show us their starter dance moves?
That's gonna be hard to do with the camera
Yeah,
and the mics.
camera angle.
Unfortunately, we can't do that because the cameras are angled and the mics are in the way. So that would be like
You would have to like lift the camera up.
logistically impossible. Yeah, unfortunately.
They want us to show something?
They want to see your Swedish meatballs.
Oh, you can go to my Instagram.
The link tree
Oh,
in
shit.
Instagram.
Go to my link tree.
No, they want to see your dance moves, but it's not gonna work with
Yeah,
the
you
cameras.
can't
I
really do
am
it.
actually a dancer.
Oh, okay.
Do you dance in the OnlyFans?
If I dance?
Yeah, in your OnlyFans. See, there you go. So if you want to see her dance, go to her link tree.
Do you play
I
Swedish
put,
House
uh,
Mafia in the
dancer
background?
that- so if you want, I can.
But you have to send a special request
Yeah.
to dance to that music. Swedish House Mafia.
That's a good option. I should do that. Swedish House Mafia.
Yeah. Avicii was Swedish, right?
Avicii was Swedish?
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Let's start this.
Yeah, we can play some bromance, seeking bromance.
Yeah. I mean, he was amazing.
Yeah, he was really good. One of my favorite DJs for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had like hit after hit.
Yeah, he was. Did you see the movie?
No, there's a movie?
Oh yeah, like he
it
made
like a
movie
biography?
about what happened.
Oh, I didn't know that word.
You should
Like he
watch
made it after
No,
dying?
not him.
No, he
Oh.
made a movie about his whole life, and it's a very emotional movie.
Really?
You can see everything what happened, and then like I don't know, I learned a lot from this movie.
Why did he kill himself?
Because he came to United States, and here in United States it's like they care more about money than health, you know.
Mhm.
So he was constantly in pressure so much, so his organs stopped working, and nobody was listening to him because he made so much money
That's
for these
crazy.
people, and they were pressuring him, do it, you need to do
That's
it.
insane.
And he was like, I cannot function, you know.
He's
And,
Avicii. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He can just be like, I'm taking a month
he
off.
was it was very stressful for him, yeah, I
Oh.
guess, you know. But and I think that was he couldn't handle it
Mm.
at all. and I think it's also like when you have done such a big things, you know, people like you want to constantly like do it again and stuff, you know.
Hmm.
If
Like,
I was
they expect you
Avicii,
to do it.
if
you
I was
know?
Avicii and I didn't want to do something, I'd be like, fuck off. I'm motherfucking Avicii. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, I mean, also like if you're Avicii, you can like sleep with pretty much any girl. You're like you can have like 10 houses. You can do whatever you want. You can afford like the best
Yeah.
doctors, the best private
And I
chefs.
would have like just fucking quit if anything. Like if you're being pressured. Like,
Yeah,
fuck that.
retire like
Yeah.
and then just come back to the industry. But yeah, I guess it's different once you're there. And he like
Yeah.
maybe he like
You did not see an out. Maybe.
yeah
Poor guy.
yeah.
I think
Good
that
artist.
life was too fast for him, you know what I mean?
And he was super young, so he's like 24,
Yeah.
25.
He's
Came
he's
too
our
fast.
age. He's 30.
Yeah, it's still pretty young for someone that successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm that successful.
Can you play me some Russian music?
Yes.
Play us some Russian music.
About the next birthday. All right, next question.
Might be a repeat question, but for the girls, do you recall any creative openers that have called your attention?
First message.
Girls seldom ever remember openers because it's like they usually don't like think about it. But if let's let them answer. Is there anything you remember? Any good openers that guys have said on Instagram or something like that?
Openness?
Yeah, like conversation starter.
Oh, what to say in a conversation?
Yeah, like in the first message.
Something you remember a guy must have said.
Have you asked my background?
Have you asked my back? Wait,
Like I have you on my background, my phone.
that's not.
Oh,
that's,
okay.
You don't think that's creepy?
A little bit, but I don't know.
I
You
feel like
must be a big fan.
he must jerk off to you a lot. Like
Sometimes it will fall on the phone
yeah,
too.
it's like to the point where sometimes he's like, I don't have enough time to get to her OnlyFans, so I need to jerk off. So I need to be able to open my phone, and she's right there. Matilda.
I actually had guys having me as the background and stuff.
Damn.
It's a little bit crazy, but they're like sweet people, you know. Like
Way too sweet, I would say. Just way too
they're
sweet.
not creepy people, you know what I mean?
But those are the people who are the creepiest behind closed doors. Like the ones that look
Maybe.
sweet, they're the biggest freaks.
Like, yes.
They look super nice. They're like, oh, this guy's so nice. As soon as he goes home, he's like, he has like
I touched her.
he has
I
like
will
this-
not wash this hand.
He has like a Matilda-sized doll that he's been working on. He just shoves it up like his ass. He's like, let's get to work.
And puts a pin in there.
Jerks off with both hands. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Do you have any better? Like it's any other?
Not that I can really think of. Like I said, just kind of like once you get a DM, I might check out your page, and if you look attractive, then we'll go from there.
Mm. I saw you on Fresh and Fit.
That's a favorite opener.
Oh,
I can see that happening a little bit. What was her name? That chick, the cute redhead that I did a podcast. Monica. Yeah, she was saying she was getting a lot of guys hitting her up about that. They were like fucking. She had to put her Instagram on private.
On
or something
private,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah. She was getting like hit up nonstop.
Should
Yeah.
try to. I mean, I tried to get her on. Yeah, but she
Yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah,
It's up to
Yeah, I think she's trying to
leave the podcast industry.
Yeah, like live a private
Stay
life.
away from the podcast industry.
I don't blame her after that
Yeah,
experience.
seriously.
All right, next.
Can we talk about like what is it? I want to hear your like what is your biggest turn on? Like
Turn
when a
ons.
girl, yeah.
Turn
I wanna-
ons.
yeah.
I'll let him go first. We have probably
I
different
like
answers.
I like a girl who's very submissive, who's very passionate, who's funny. She has to be funny.
Mhm.
Someone who I can like. I'm as kinky as me. You know? Yeah, someone who just like has a very calm sexual energy. That's what I like. That's my turn-ons.
And when you take a Power Ranger and shove it up his ass, he likes that too. For me, I like
Someone who likes gays, but yeah, gay jokes.
that's good.
That's what you would be turned on
I
by.
am fond of gay jokes. I make gay jokes with Natty all the time. I would say I like physically, I like ass number one, tits number two. I like girls on the shorter side, like under 5'5", 5'6". There's a personality. One of my biggest turn-ons is compliance. I like a girl who's just like down. Like one of my biggest turn-ons is when a girl's just down. Like whatever I suggest, she's like, yeah, that sounds good. Like I don't like dealing with like attitude or like bitchiness or LMR. I hate all that shit. So with just a girl who's super compliant and super into me, that's like a big turn on. I remember when I met a chick who's like a fan of the podcast, she was like just like super into me already. Like I like that. I was like, yeah, like that's awesome. Yeah, I like a girl who's sexual. I don't like a girl who's like, has sexual hangups or whatever.
Yeah, that's super annoying.
Yeah. Has like weird hangups about sex. I like a chick who's smart. I don't like dum-dums. I like a girl who's interesting. She has like stories. She has a good sense of humor. Like she's doing something with her life. She's not just like, I don't know, just like a dum-dum floating through life. Yeah, those are like the ones off top of my head.
Dum-dum.
Floating
Just floating like
on the kayak.
On the paddleboard.
yeah.
Good question.
And
Yeah.
turn off.
Turn-offs.
Yeah.
Body odor.
Body
Bad.
odor.
Yeah. Bad hygiene.
Oh.
Bad hygiene.
yeah.
Someone who plays games unnecessarily.
Yeah, I hate that.
Manipulation, lying.
Any
that
kind
is
of
turn off.
any kind of gold digging is a major turn off.
Gold digging. Yeah, major fucking turn off. And like being very dishonest about gold digging. Like you can gold dig other people, but don't be dishonest about it.
Yeah, I hate when chicks play games. That's
Yeah.
like a major turn off. It's like
Mhm.
whenever I see that, or a chick who's rude, I really don't like that. Rudeness or bitchiness or attitude or any of that.
Yeah, like if a girl
I
is
just like chicks who are sweet and compliant.
yeah, if a girl is like rude to your friends, that's a huge turn off for me. Like if I just introduce her to my friend and she's like playing like not like like very has a
like
lot of
she
bad
wants
attitude.
him,
Like yeah.
or-
He wants me to. Your friend wants me to. That kind of entitled behavior. Fuck off.
Oh.
Just fuck off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
guys. So
that's-
this
is
is
turn off.
I
This
know
is-
what you mean.
This
Yeah.
is why you should subscribe to the channel so I can get more clout, so I can start getting easy compliance and not have to deal with LMR and games.
You'll
and
get
whatnot.
more love reports.
But do you understand why girls can have an attitude in this city?
Of course.
Yeah, it's
Like,
it's feeding into
I've
the
been
cycle.
there,
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
me. I've been like a wall. Like, don't talk to me. Like,
You,
Yeah.
Matilda?
But yeah, like because but that was when I was not in the best place, and I just felt like it was like too much people like trying to, it can be pressure. You overwhelm sometimes, and then it just happens. I think it's easy happening here because guys can be very pressured.
Yeah, I get it.
You know?
It's a vicious cycle. The girls flake on the guys get more aggressive, and when it's just like this vicious cycle.
But it's also like here what I understood. Like I always been like this, like nice and everything. But when I was nice here, like they were like running over me,
Yeah.
in a way.
They
like,
walk all
and
over
they're
you,
like,
yeah.
Just because I'm nice, they think that I'm stupid. Like that's what they said and thought, and it just because.
How did they run over you? Like what?
No,
happened?
not run over me, but
Did they
it's
take
more
you for
like,
car?
if I don't know if it is a trend, but it's like they talk about like if you're like oh they are so cold, like if you're cold it's better, and I'm
Who
like
says
I don't
that?
want to be cold, like I want to be myself, like
Yeah.
if I cannot feel like I can be myself, I'm not happy.
Who says that?
You know?
I hate cold chicks.
No, that's like I don't know. I used to be a lot in the nightlife, and there you cannot always be nice because people are very, like they think like if I'm nice now, they automatically think that they can touch me, you know. So then I have to like boom, like, so I feel like it's better to.
Maybe they've never seen a Swedish person before. They're not sure if you're real.
Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's like a vicious cycle that goes on in Miami, but you know, it kind of is what it is. I don't know. I'm like tired of Miami people, honestly. You know, if I didn't have reasons to be here, I would move to like Colombia or something like that.
Yeah.
Colombia would be
In
nice.
the jungle. Used to be in the
Well,
jungle.
no, not the jungle. I'm not gonna
Become
live
a
in the
fucking,
jungle. Yeah, I'm not trying to like bang like
fucking
a fucking
nun.
saber-toothed tiger. I'm trying to like sleep with like a fucking, I don't know, a jungle cat, or get kidnapped by gorillas. No, like I mean, I would live in like Medellin or something like that. That's a cool city.
I would love to like go to Europe. Yeah, Europe
Yeah,
would be my pick.
Europe is cool, but it gets cold for like half.
Yeah,
the
that
year.
is true. That's fucking annoying.
You're gonna like it for a few months, and you're gonna be like, no.
Okay.
No, Europe is cool. I've spent some time there, like Poland and shit. Like as a guy, it's so much easier to meet women in like either Eastern Europe or South America than it is in America. It's like not even close. Like I remember when I was in Poland, I was like, not like, you know, not saying this to brag, but I was like sleeping with a new girl every single night without even leaving my apartment. Like you could just order them like pizza on Tinder because I was getting so many matches.
Uber Eats for Tinder.
Yeah, I was
Uber
getting
Eats for
so many
pussy.
matches.
You're like, I don't know.
Even though there's some girls who don't want to come straight to your place, which is understandable. I think if I was a girl, I probably wouldn't go straight to a random guy's place either. But there were some that were down. There were so many matches that I was like every night. Like girls don't really
You wanna
flake.
try it all?
Yeah, girls don't really flake there.
All
Like,
flavors.
people show up, like, you know, they're a little bit nicer and sweeter. So I was enjoying that. Same thing in Colombia. Versus in Miami, it can be a nightmare sometimes, like scheduling and doing all that. And, this is like the bane of my existence. Miami girls. No, I mean it's like that in like Los Angeles and cities like that. So it's not just Miami. It's like other big cities in the US.
It is.
Yeah. It's crazy. We did an experiment. I talk about this a lot. We did an experiment where we created a Tinder profile as a attractive girl, and she got 1,000 likes in 24 hours. Then we created a profile as an average girl, like a very average girl. She got 500 likes in 24 hours. Now here's the crazy part. We created a profile as a male model, like beefcake, really good looking guy, like male model. He got 130 likes in 24 hours. So the average girl did 5 times better than the extremely good looking guy. That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
landslide.
That's
I
nuts.
agree. Yeah, that's so crazy.
I bet if you got on Tinder, you would get like thousands of likes. Like you would get 1,000 likes in 24 hours.
On Tinder?
Yeah.
If
You'll get
I-
like you would
if
get
I'm
back those
verified, do I have
45.
to be verified or
No,
something?
No.
don't have to be.
Because I know you have membership, so I don't have that.
No, but a girl
You don't
doesn't
need
need that.
Girl doesn't
But
need that.
how does it work? Like
Just sign
you
up.
swipe, right?
Yeah, post
You don't- you
pictures.
don't- you don't need
I
to
have
swipe.
Tinder, but like, how do you get likes there? Like, I
You-
thought you swipe.
No, but that's okay. So people like you. If you just get Tinder Gold, you can see a list of everyone who liked you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
No, don't. Like, see, we keep corrupting you. Stay a nice, innocent Swedish girl. I mean, I'm sure you're still a virgin, right? You know, so you just,
No, I'm not virgin.
Matilda's saving herself for Jesus or for Ragnar. Yeah, I feel like we're corrupting you. All right, any last questions? Let's take like one more question. I'm a virgin, Matilda, so it's okay.
Which personality is sexiest? An artist, a musician, a successful businessman, or an athlete?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't like the businessman type.
Okay. Do you like artist?
it's
Do you
a-
think artist is sexier?
Or
Artist?
yeah, more.
Mhm.
Because should I say why?
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
Okay, so I believe that your job is reflecting your personality in a way. Especially, there is so many people. I don't want to say that about everyone, but there's so many people that cannot separate work and their relationships. You know,
Mhm.
like family, friends, whatever. And I think, like for example, my mother is a safe person, and she acted the same way to me, you know. That's why sometimes we have like a barrier. And so I think I believe in that. That's the reason why.
Okay, fair enough. What about you, Amanda?
Probably like a trapper,
Oh,
or,
what? Sorry.
Like a trapper.
Trapper? What is that?
Or like someone who catches like raccoons or something, or
No, probably like just somebody that just be about like their money and stuff.
yeah.
What?
What's a trapper?
Like a hustler or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically. Like,
Someone who's like street smarts, who
Or is that,
knows
like,
how to
someone
make
who's
money
into,
all the
like,
time.
Trap music?
no, just like a drug dealer or whatever. Like that's fine.
Okay, drug
to me.
dealer.
Wait,
Okay.
so that's what you find sexy, a drug dealer?
You like that?
Someone who
Yeah.
does like risky shit, like almost getting killed to make money.
Amanda, you have a very interesting
Oh my
taste in
God.
men.
I've been there.
You find a drug dealer attractive?
No, like I don't know. I was in a
Bad place.
in the past. I've
I
been
mean, I guess
in
they could
a
hook you up with
relationship,
free
and
weed.
it's not worth it. Believe me. And I don't know. I think it's attractive when you just like are yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and,
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
just like being yourself.
All right, guys. So if you want to bang Amanda, sell them drugs.
Sell them drugs and almost get caught, but don't get caught.
Yeah, don't get caught, because if you're in prison, you can't get a man.
You can't really get it.
You'll get
A man.
You'll get a man. I was about to say that. Yeah. That's not the kind of hookups you want, or maybe it is. I don't know.
Don't drop the soap.
Yeah, don't drop this up. You know what's one thing I've been funny enough is complete side tangent, but I've been listening to like a lot of, the infographic show. Do any of you guys know who that infographic show?
No.
They're very interesting. They do like I don't know, like various topics. They do like scientific like explanations of. They explore a lot of different topics. And one of the things they were talking about was like prison, like the rules in prison. So apparently one of the big rules in prison is you cannot smell bad. Like they take hygiene, like people who've been to prison say that like they take hygiene more seriously in prison than anywhere else, because if you smell bad, they'll just beat the shit out of you and force you to take a shower. There was one guy who was saying like my cellmate smelled bad. So the chiefs or whatever got together and they're like, should we kill him? And they decided that instead of killing him, they were going to make him take a shower every 2 hours and put baking soda on his armpits. And that was his like punishment. So they're just like weird rules that exist in prison, like where they take hygiene super. And like if you're in prison, you cannot skip the showers. Like you have to shower.
That's
Because if
interesting.
they find out that you're not showering, they'll beat the shit out of you. I don't fucking know, man.
Prison is a very nice smell.
Yeah, by the way-
shower now.
What?
You want to shower, like
Yeah,
Not
but
if
like
you're in prison.
yeah.
I'd be scared as fuck. I would not want to shower if I was in prison, but I guess I have to, otherwise I get the shit beat out of me. I don't think I would make it like fucking 2 days in prison. I'm too much of a smart ass, and I would just piss off all the wrong people. I'll be killed within like a week, I think, in prison, honestly. So.
Oh, you never had you been to prison?
No, of course not. I'm like a good citizen. I run a podcast. Matilda, what do you think I do?
no criminal record.
Yeah, no. The most I've ever had was I got arrested for being high once back in New Jersey, which has like weird rules. And back then that was like a crime. I spent like 3 hours in jail.
Oh, I have done. Me too.
Why did you get
I was
arrested?
arrested in Sweden.
Sweden.
Smuggling
Because I was
Swedish
no,
meatballs.
I was high,
Mhm.
and I wasn't high, but I had it in my blood.
Mm.
They hold me there for like 12 hours. Then
Oh,
they
really?
just put me there on the street. I was 18 years old.
How did they know you were high?
I was traumatized after this. What?
How did they know you were high?
They stormed the party.
Okay.
And they like drug tested everyone?
you know
Did they
what
arrest a
happened?
lot of people?
I went with a few friends, and we wanted to eat, and then we said, let's go to the gas station and get some hot dog and stuff. And we didn't think about like that the people were like drinking,
Mhm.
and we just wanted the snack.
So in the gas station, people
then
like
there's like a little bit in my city, and then the driver is driving, and then there's a police there, and he start like running. I wake up in the car, like he crashed the car,
Jesus.
and everyone is gone in the car. I'm like, hello. I'm there alone, and my friends are like, run. I'm like, what am I gonna run? Why? For what? And then I don't know, they just took me. The other people, they run into the forest, and
The
I
Swedish
was there,
forest.
like, hi. I don't know why I should run, like, I don't know. It's
but then
stupid.
they just did a blood
I've
test on you.
never been through something like that, so I was like, also, what?
So they did a blood test on you just like that?
The thing is, I was drunk. I was very
Okay.
drunk. So they were like, "Oh,
I'm just trying
did
to
you do
imagine.
something?"
I'm just trying to imagine what the police is like in Sweden. I'm just imagining
very
something like
strict.
Reno 911 where they're wearing like short shorts and they have like a big mustache. They're like he's holding a dildo. You're under arrest.
Yeah,
That's like his
that, I
baton.
swear.
It's like a big black dildo. I
They
don't
are
know.
very strict, you know.
Is it okay? My story is pretty shady, honestly. I was I'll just share the story real quick. It's kind of funny. I was like, okay, so this was I was 18 and I was in college and I was visiting home and me and my friend we just like got together to smoke weed. And so we lived like we had one of our like close high school friends. He lived there, so we parked at his house even though he was not with us, and we went to this gazebo, right? And I was like friends with their family. And so what happened was one of the neighbors called the police because he thought we were breaking into houses. So the police originally came because they thought there was a breaking and entering going in. So they came and we made the dumb mistake of running when the police came, and they eventually caught us. And they're like, "Why did you run? What houses are you breaking into?" And I'm like, "We're not breaking into any houses. We're just like hanging out." And they're like, "Okay," because we didn't want to say we're smoking weed, but they're like, "We know you guys are breaking into houses." We're like, "No, we're not. Like, I guarantee we're not." And so we spent like half an hour or an hour, like just like going back and forth with the police. They're like, "We know you guys are breaking into houses." We're like, "We're not breaking into houses. We're just hanging out." And then eventually the police is like, "Okay, you guys can go." And then my buddy is like, "Okay, can I have your badge number?" And the police look at each other, look at us, like, "Okay, you're under arrest." So they literally arrested us because one of my friends asked the cop for his badge number. So fucking shady because they're not allowed to do that. And they charged us with like resisting arrest and like all this stupid shit. But then when I went to court, it all got like dropped basically because they're like, these are just like normal kids. So that's my little. Another time I spent like a few hours in jail was when I was visiting a friend's college and I got really drunk. And I was trying to get back into a party or into a bar, and they wouldn't let me in. And I got into a fight with a bouncer, and then the cops arrested me. That was fun, but those charges got dropped too. Those were during my hooligan days. Now I'm a good, upstanding citizen.
What did you say at the end?
I'm a good, upstanding citizen
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so yeah. I mean, the thing is basically it. Is there anything you ladies want to plug?
I'll plug my Instagram. You can follow me at AM.AVDA. And my OnlyFans is Sandy Cheeks 305. And you can follow me on Snapchat. All that's on my Instagram.
All right.
Okay, so follow me too. My Instagram name is Miss X Matilda with H in the middle.
Matilda.
Don't forget.
So it has to be an H in there after the T.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And my Instagram is Miss Unicorn.
Miss Unicorn.
You mean your
you fucking, or-
OnlyFans?
my
Your OnlyFans. Yeah.
Miss
Unicorn.
Unicorn.
Unicoin.
Yeah,
Oh.
unicorn. I was
Uh-huh.
thinking maybe I can create a crypto unicorn.
Matilda Crypto.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Matilda coin.
I would totally buy
Matilda
that.
coin, yeah.
All right, there you have it. And yeah, my OnlyFans is coming soon, so stay tuned for that.
Be sure to comment "Happy birthday, Alex"
Sorry.
on this video.
No, you don't need to do that. just like the video and share the podcast. That's all I really want. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. We got our podcast with Courtney Ryan and Marnie coming soon. I forget when, but I think it's like next week. We got some. Yeah.
Is it on the 12th by any chance?
Yeah, next week.
Is it on the 12th?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I have to check.
It's
But yeah,
12th morning. We have it.
we got a lot of good stuff. We got a fun video dropping tomorrow. Actually, we mic'd up one of our
Mastermind members.
Yeah, one of our mastermind members. We had to do some cold approach, so we did like a really good breakdown of his game. I think it's gonna be interesting. So yeah, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. And until next time.